Hello, and thanks for joining us on TVC News this hour. We start off in Edo State, where the death toll from Tuesday's petrol tank explosion has risen to 171, with 75 persons still receiving treatment. More dignitaries have also visited the state and donated millions of naira to the state government and the victims. We have details in this report.
It's 4 days after the tanker explosion, which has now killed about 171 persons, and residents are yet to recover from the incident. The Minister of State for Petroleum visited Jigawa State earlier today, describing the incident as a national disaster and a wake-up call for stricter safety regulations.
The Minister of Petroleum Resources, NMDPRA, I know that yesterday federal government sent a delegation to you. So I don't want to speak on behalf of federal government, but I want to speak on behalf of the petroleum sector. We came, to convey our condolences to you and the government and people of Jigawa State.
The national chairman of the APC also paid a visit to the victims alongside the National Working Committee of the party.
What we advise is that if such situations happen, especially with explosive materials, people should run away from the scene instead of coming forward in order to collect fuel, petrol. We know petrol is expensive now, so people are being, encouraged to go and get petrol out of it. I mean, to get a living out of it. But this is very unfortunate. So we advise people, when such things happen, from experience, they should run away, not to come near to the scene. I think that will save lives.
The northern governors, during a visit to Governor Namadi, donated 50 million naira each as support for the victims and the state. Businessman Aliko Dangote was also in the state, where he announced a donation of 200 million naira to support the victims. He emphasized the need for a comprehensive review of the transportation system to prevent similar tragedies. Beyond the visit and support for victims of the explosion, the incident will remain fresh in the mind of survivors, with the majority of them having to live with permanent scars. It also brings to the spotlight the need for more sensitization on ways to avert a recurrence.
And talking politics, let's take you to Kaduna State, where the All Progressives Congress has won all chairmanship and councillorship seats in the 23 local government areas. Chairperson of the State Electoral Independence Commission, Hajara Mohammed, mentioned that 8 political parties participated in the polls, but the APC won all contested positions.
Electoral officers and internal officers have filed their reports, and at the end of the exercise, 23 won chairmanship position and 255 won councillorship position. The 23 local government returning officers and 255 ward returning officers have declared the results in their respective constituency and submitted their results in accordance with the law alongside the electoral officers. I'm confirming these results as follows. APC won the 23 local government chairmanship position and the 23 and 255 ward councillorship position across the state.
Recall that the Governor Upasani, after casting his ballots, described the election as peaceful with minor issues reported in 3 polling units.
Where the APC have got around all the 255 votes to compare. That is the reason why I'm extremely very confident. On our part, the APC have been very peaceful. Also call on other political parties to also agree with the fact that the election, there must always be a winner and loser. So in my own opinion, we must always accept the verdict because we are Democrats.
The Kogi State Independent Electoral Commission has declared the result of the local government elections held on the 19th of October 2024. In an official announcement at the Commission's headquarters in Lokoja, COSIT Chairman Maman Eri revealed that the All Progressives Congress emerged victorious in all the 21 local government chairmanship seats contested. Mr. Eri described the election as free, fair and credible, emphasizing that the electoral process adhered to the highest standards of transparency and integrity. And while opposition parties have expressed concerns about the fairness of the election, citing issues such as voter apathy and the need for a more competitive environment in future elections. And moving over to Edo State, where the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, has questioned the credibility of the local government election. According to the minister, due process was not followed during the election. Nyesom Wike also hit back at former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, insisting he had been rejected many times by Nigerians in his quest to become the president of the country. Atiku Abubakar had also taken a swipe at Wike over the local government elections in the state by saying the president of the state had rejected him.
What we are saying, for you to conduct the local government election, you must follow the procedure, the law, the electoral act is there, you must follow it. And that INEC, you are the custodian of the voters register. If they therefore do not follow the procedure, INEC do not release the register. And to stop INEC, you cannot go to the state high court. You will go to where? Federal high court. Nobody is interested in you. We know who is the business here to go and say, you want to go and buy front to contest local government election. Don't you know what they will do? Don't you know what they will do? But if you must conduct, follow the law. And if you don't follow the law, INEC do not release the voters register. And when INEC does not release the voter register, would there be election? No. And I have no regret at all. And we have no regret at all for supporting President Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Yes, I have no regret. I have no regret about it. All these things you are seeing, there's Atiku group, there's PDP group, and there's some few governors of PDP who believe I'm a problem to them, and I will continue to be a problem to them.
And still talking politics, the reinstated Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, has announced a 1 million naira reward for anyone who provides credible information regarding the alleged looting of government property. Mr. Shaibu says he has evidence supporting allegations of looting and last-minute borrowing from financial institutions. He's also asked the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the Department of State Services, and other relevant agencies to investigate the alleged misappropriation of funds intended for projects within the Ministry of Roads and Bridges, and also recent appointment made by the outgoing administration.
All right. Gentlemen of the press, I address you today concerning issues that threaten the integrity of their states. With the transition to a new administration barely a month away, we must shed light on these critical issues. 1. Alleged last-minute loan. I received disturbing reports of banks and financial institutions granting last-minute loan to Governor Godwin Obaseki. This is alarming and not in good faith. And on that backdrop, I am issuing a strong warning to banks and financial institutions. Do not grant any loan or issue financial instrument to Governor Godwin Obaseki, any officials of state government in whatever capacity or office. Also information at my disposal shows that there are last-minute plans to siphon state funds using NGOs as a decoy under the guise of supporting such organization projects and activities.